New at 11, part of the Norfolk skyline is changing. In fact, it's been a work in progress for several years. 13 News Now anchor Philip Townsend shows us the evolution of Fort Norfolk.
Right now, your waterfront views of the Elizabeth River are still blocked by overgrown weeds and lots of barbed wire fence. This section of Fort Norfolk near downtown is still, well, a bit of a dead end. But that's changing. More of these, construction cones instead of old locks, people running, signs of life, signals that Fort Norfolk and its properties are becoming a true extension of downtown. Harbor's Edge Senior Apartments have been here for more than a decade. An expansion of that property in the works could soon bring the city's second tallest building by 2020. And a movement back into the core cities means more residential space is needed. Call it good timing for the Roebuck Apartments, a brand new loft community next to the PETA headquarters and the Pier condominiums. This is what it looked like just a couple years ago. Now, Fort Norfolk may not look like the city's dream sketches of the early 2000s yet, but the idea of a new space in Norfolk with retail, marinas, and waterfront living doesn't seem so distant now. Especially when you factor in light rail, the great connector of the present and the future. In Norfolk, I'm Philip Townsend for 13 News Now.